Yo guys, so in today's video I'm going to be making my own tier list PvP class specifically, which also class is really good for PvP because a lot of people in my live stream has been asking me, as well as in my Discord has been asking me, which class is like the best for PvP and which class is my top 3 for PvP. So in today's video we're going to get on with that, and I'm going to just be honest and just say my opinion as well, not like, you know, not like I know everything, but you know, we're gonna just really do it. Okay, so right off the bat, my first class that I think is really good for PvP, I'm gonna go with, of course, Fallen Knight. Now the reason why I'm going with Fallen Knight is because Fallen Knight is super tanky, not to mention the lifesteal that it does have upon each hit, and then it does have its own domain, which is really crazy because if you're low, it auto grips. So you have to think of it as that way as well. So, you know, Fallen Knight is definitely rank 1. My second class that I'm going to put up there, and yes, I made this class, but it's really good for PvP as well. I'm going to put Dryad. Now the reason why I'm going to put Dryad up there is because the reason why is because you can stack so much poison, and you can make like a poison build as well. Your weapons can be poison, your relics can all be poison. Even the new poison weapons that we did get, they're really good. And you know, they're just freaking still broken. Now the next one, of course, is going to be Kingslayer. The reason why is because you can do so many combos with Kingslayer. Of course, you can blind your opponent with Kingslayer as well, and overall you can just get a lot of damage in with Kingslayer, so it is kind of disgusting. Next I'm going to put up there is Wraith, is because it's just a whole boss raid at that point, and it's just really, you know, annoying to fight. My next one is going to be Shinobi, because of course you got the air ninja combos, Walking of Doom and Despair, and it just really doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, bro, what, like, how do you counter this? Right now the next one is going to be Ancient Champion. Ancient Champion is still really annoying, but if you already know how to fight it, then you know, you just know how to fight it. Now moving on to the A tier, I'm actually gonna go ahead and put Witch Doctor. Now the reason why I say Witch Doctor is because I don't really see many people running Witch Doctor no more, and not to brag, but it is kind of be not to brag, but like, holy, I can't speak right now. It's kind of easy to counter Witch Doctor and kind of counter the clones as well, because the clones is not really always the problem, and you know, you just gotta kind of work yourself around it. It's not really too difficult. Now if you know what you're doing and you know how to play Witch Doctor, then automatically it can be an S tier, but theoretically it's kind of an A tier right now. Now next one I'm going to put on the A tier list, it's of course Priest. Now don't get me wrong, the reason why I'm saying Priest right now is because not many people know how to cast their spells, and so many people can backfire. Now if you're just complete, like, you know, you're a tryhard, you're a sweat, you're a rogue lineage player, and you know how the percentage work, then go ahead and put Priest up there. But right now Priest is going to be down below. I don't really think Priest is all that good right now, unless you know you got a good build for Priest and everything is just mage related, right? Next we're gonna go ahead and put Spartan up here. I really would put Spartan in the S tier, but you know, Spartan is kind of easy to counter, and then not to mention your mode, it lasts for like barely even that long at all, and then once your mode runs out, you know, you're kind of just dead. You can't really do much about it, and yeah, you're kind of fried in a way. So yeah, I'm gonna put my Spartan in A tier. Nothing too crazy right now. And moving on, Hitman. I'm gonna put Hitman honestly in the B tier. Now hold on, don't get me wrong, Hitman is really good if you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, you can go ahead and put it probably even A or S tier. But Hitman is just like, it's just a run and hit. Okay, you're running away with a gun and you're not really always up close. You're mainly playing a range type build with Hitman, and it's kind of an easy way to just kind of counter it, especially for Hitman. Literally you can just get mana pulled back into the fight, and then you know your HP can deplete it, and then you try to run away again, same thing happens again, and then you know you're dead, and then you know you lose a life because of it. But yeah, there's that. You gotta work with Hitman a little bit. Next we're gonna go ahead and put Prowler Rider. I'm giving it a C. It's really not the best in my opinion. I really don't think it's really that good. You're literally just having a wolf, and I mean, I don't know, it just doesn't really do much, you know. That doesn't really do not much as well, so I don't really know. I don't know how I really feel about it, but it's just really not that good. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and go on to Tortured. Tortured is actually gonna get an A Now, don't get me wrong, Torture did get nerfed, but they did also do a rework, and after the rework, a lot of people have been running it lately, so it's not too bad right now. But you know, it's still kind of up there in a way. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and go on with Grand Knight. I'm gonna put Grand Knight honestly in the A tier. Now, the reason why I'm putting it in A tier is because yes, you can like literally move stack with it, and you can move stack your charges, but it's Grand Knight sometimes not always beneficial for your it's not always beneficial for literally some ganks that you try to do, right? So you gotta look at it that way and keep in mind that it's not always going to be the best. Now Destroyer, I'm gonna go ahead and put Destroyer, I'll put Destroyer in B tier. And now Destroyer is okay, but like anybody can counter like its crits and like its jumps that it has. So I mean, it's not, you know, too crazy, but I mean, you know, it could get some work. Now I'm gonna put Damian Smith in the C tier. Now this is because Damian Smith, I mean, it's not that bad. It still gives that lifesteal a little bit off the fire breath, but Damian Smith has a problem right now, and I don't know if they fixed that problem, but the problem was like you could literally use like the moves that empowers your flames, and then the whole thing would just crash. Like literally the whole server will like go to like 15 FPS, and it's bad for both you and the people that you're fighting against. So I mean, in a way you got an advantage, but also you got a disadvantage. Now World Seeker, I'm gonna go ahead and put World Seeker at B tier. The reason why I put it at B tier is because I mean, in a way it's kind of sometimes easy to counter, and World Seeker's kind of been, you know, the main class that people's been going with lately. And you know, it just needs some work. That's all it really needs. If it gets like a whole new rework, I think it will really kind of just be okay. Wouldn't be too bad, but overall, I mean, it's still kind of a, you know, a good, you know, class to run if that's what you do like, at least. And yeah, moving on from World Seeker, we're gonna go with World Sage. World Sage, I'm giving it a C tier. Now the reason why I'm giving it a C tier is because it's not good at all for ganks. It's not really, you know, on par with the other classes when it comes to ganking, and it just needs a lot of, you know, looked into, because it's not the best when it comes to ganking. Now I could be wrong because I don't really see World Sages in ganks, but you know, it's just, yeah, I don't really know. But overall, it's still a good class to use and try to prioritize. It's literally just you can master all 4 elements though. But yeah, moving on from World Sage, we're gonna go with Coyote Stark. I'm gonna give it a B, and the reason why I give it a B is because it still kind of lacks a little bit of damage. And then on top of that, if you're like just constantly up close with somebody, you're gonna probably die. Now the M1s are fast, don't get me wrong, but if you're fighting somebody that already knows how to parry, yeah, you're cooked and you're fried, and then you're gonna have to run. So there's that as well. So Coyote Stark is gonna be in B. Sea Knight, we're gonna go ahead and put this in the B tier, and it's just because I don't really see like people running Sea Knight no more, and not to mention the Whirlpool move is kind of easy just to counter as well, and it's just kind of easy to get like a glimpse of how people play with it. Now don't get me wrong, is I could be just, you know, be completely wrong when it comes to this. This is my very first tier list video, so I'm just trying to say what's best in my opinion, but you know, it just needs work. A lot of the classes need work. Like all these classes up here, they just need like some type of a rework. I know Dryad did get nerfed, and some people will probably say, why isn't Dryad at like B or A? It's because like me, I still play Dryad and I know how to use Dryad. So like theoretically, if you know how to use Dryad, I feel like you will kind of get the feeling of how to use it. But yeah, this is my tier list. What do you guys, I hope you guys, you know, let me know your comments down below. Let me know the comments that what you guys would pick for this, and then I will talk about it with all of you guys. So you know, I'm trying to do what I think is right with this tier list, and I think I got it okay. I think it's all good. But if you, of course, if you guys did like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will try to go live today, and as always, Do not forget to join the Discord, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.